I'm Lauren with Pack Hacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the Bellroy Transit Carry-On, which I've been testing for the last 2 weeks. Let's dive in. Like a lot of carry-ons, this is made with a polycarbonate shell. This is an 80% recycled polycarbonate shell, so that is a little bit different from some brands, but it is a pretty standard like hard-sided carry-on case kind of across the board. Where it gets interesting is a couple of different features and then the organization on the inside. So in terms of like aesthetic here, we have like very simple on the front. It's just a little Bellroy. It says Bellroy up at the top there. It's just kind of like, I wouldn't say it's necessarily like debossed in there. It's almost like they just didn't put any of the, color over there. But with the actual like aesthetic, we do have this like kind of raised element on the shell, both on the front and on the back. You can see like the raised edges, but that does actually help prevent it from getting scraped up on the front. So you can see that I've got like some scuff marks here. So I slid it like, on its front and on its back. And what this did is like, because it was raised, it made it so that when I slid it on the ground on like cement, it didn't actually hit any of this area. So it helps with that aesthetic, because we have seen some like flat, like suitcases without any ridges on the front that will get like really scraped up. So I do like that kind of helps keep it looking nice and clean. We also have carry handles. So with this is like a little fabric carry handle, and then there's one on the side as well. This kind of adds a little bit of like padding and cushion and comfort without needing to add like padding to the underside of the handle itself. I also think it just kind of looks nice. Like I think across the board, this suitcase looks nice. And then with the actual hardware, we have Hinomoto wheels, which actually are very smooth. And then we have, which is pretty standard because that's, one of like the top of the line brands in terms of wheels. And then we have YKK zippers and a TSA lock on the side here. I did notice that these could kind of slip in and out of like whatever numbers I put them on without me touching them. But I think it's almost better that it slips out of being unlocked versus slipping into being unlocked, So I don't really have many complaints about that. On the back here, they have the carry handle exposed, or the telescoping handle exposed. So the reason they gave for this was to save weight on this thing. So this is actually 6.83 pounds or 3.1 kilograms. And that, like, they found that without adding all of that like extra stuff to hide the the telescoping handle, they saved a decent amount of weight. So that helps. And then also with the actual like adjustment itself, there are 3 adjustment points along there, and you don't have to kind of like shuffle it to get it into those positions. They'll slide right into it while you're pulling it up, so that's nice. And then the actual handle itself is just plastic. There's no padding or anything on that, but I found it to be pretty comfortable. It's like ergonomic enough to grab, and this button down here is comfortable as well. So in terms of like the actual functioning here, it looks nice on the outside. It looks good even though it's been slid around, and everything works really well. But if for some reason some of these things break, there are replaceable parts. So the telescoping handle is replaceable, as are both of the grab handles, the wheels, the TSA lock, and then technically the packing cells that are on the inside, which we'll get into. But that's nice because if you, a part breaks, you don't have to send your suitcase in or wait for another one to come. They can just send you the part, and you can do it at home really easily by getting to the actual mechanisms on the inside of the bag. Like I mentioned before, the Hinomoto wheels are super smooth, so you can roll it on 4 wheels, you can kick it back and just roll it on the 2. But regardless of how I was rolling it behind me or next to me, it felt very comfortable, very smooth, very quiet. So if you don't like the loud sound of rolling wheels, this is going to be a great option for you. This is the handle. This is the tallest height adjustment. I'm 5'6". I'm wearing, like, I would say probably a 2 or 3 inch heel right now. So this is the highest it goes. And then we have the one down, and then the next one down, and then it fully goes down. I do find that you have to kind of push it down on its own once you kind of get moving and grooving, but like it's slipping down sort of, depending on like how far it goes. I don't know, it felt like it didn't really do it every single time, but that was more of like a nitpicky thing, to be honest. It does have a little bit of flex to it, but it doesn't really bother me. I think that, there are other suitcases that we've tried that are like even more wiggly than this. So I don't really have any concerns about it breaking. And then again, if it does, that replaceability is really nice. So it is, you know, pretty comfortable to move around and just looks good next to you. This is the smaller size. If you find this video helpful, hit subscribe so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. So like I just mentioned, this is the smaller size of their hard shell carry-on that they released. This one is more designed for like international airlines. I believe it's 41 liters in terms of actual packing space on the inside. If you are going to be flying more strict airlines, it does have pretty solid carry-on compliance, but definitely check with your airline first, because even then there are some that are pretty strict even on top of this. So it just kind of varies. But I think even with this small size, I was able to fit so much gear in here. So I'm going to open up this main compartment, super easy. It functions like pretty much any other hard-sided luggage you would, you know, use any other time. So, just opens up like this. It's not expandable or anything like that. And then with the actual inside storage, I'm gonna talk about this left side first. So this is a just pretty standard zippered pocket. I use this for accessories. It lays flat depending on like what you've got on the inside here. This is like a more inconvenient thing just because of how I'm shooting right now. But it just kind of like hangs out. Your gear on the inside is really easy to get to. So I did it for like flatter items. I didn't really feel like a need to use this all the time, and if you don't want to use it, it stays out of the way. We also have the zippered compartment, which is a dual zipper design, so you can really easily get into your gear there. I use this for things that were just kind of like looser. So I use this for like a packable backpack. I have a tech pouch here. I have a toiletry bag here. And then this is a men's size 10.5 shoe. I have this in here as a frame of reference. You can see that it's pretty much like, I mean, there's maybe a ½ inch that you could probably fit a slightly larger shoe in here. If you're putting it in here, I would definitely do a shoe pouch. These are just our office shoes, so they're not dirty or anything. But the inside of this is pretty basic. So I think, you know, if you wanted to have a little bit more space for your shoes, obviously this like width is going to be an issue, but you could always go like vertical or something like that. However, you could also put them on the other side. So that's where this like packing cube organization comes in. And obviously these packing cubes, they actually come with the suitcase, which I really like, because then you don't have to like think about what kind of cubes are going to go inside. And it's a fun alternative to like a panel. A lot of times brands will just put like a flat panel with like wire to kind of compress everything down. But it's, I don't know, this seems like a unique take on organization. It's something new, it's something different that we haven't really seen any other brands doing. So definitely give them, you know, credit for innovating on that a bit. But these are actually removable. So if you don't want to use them, you don't have to. They're very easy to disconnect, as you can see like I just did, and then you can flip them out of the way. You can also disconnect them completely from the bottom here, and it's really easy to do. I didn't feel like I was struggling at all at any point. But the cubes themselves are actually the depth of the actual suitcase. So you can see if I put it on the side, it like pretty much covers like as much depth as the suitcase has. So what's nice about that is if you wanted to pack these out completely, it basically fills this entire side without you needing to bring your own packing cubes. Or if you wanted to make them a little bit more shallow, then you can utilize this space underneath for larger items. As you can see at the moment, I have smaller items under here. Christine actually had the idea to put like socks and underwear and things like that in this section, because when the cubes are in here, they're gonna lock down. Like they're not gonna, those socks and underwear, there's no gaps for them to come out, right? So that's a really good spot for it, because then you're utilizing all that space where the telescoping handle is taking up room inside of that main bucket area. So I like that, because then you're not like, I don't know, socks and underwear I always feel like are one of those things where you kind of just like shove it somewhere. I have in the past also just put them on this like flat panel, or just left a little bit of room in one of these cubes. So you definitely have options depending on how you like your organization. But you can also like customize it up here. Like you can keep this smaller cube up here, leave this empty space down here, and pack like a larger pair of shoes or something like that. Or you can remove this small one and instead put the big one in there, and then have a smaller space down here but still have it open. So I like the customization that comes with having the two cubes, especially as people who like to travel with packing cubes. I think if you already like that sort of a system, it's nice that when you get this luggage, it's like, okay, you know, here's where everything goes. You don't really have to think about it. But the cubes aren't also like, you don't have a tie-down strap or something to keep them in place on top of everything else. Like, you know, when I have cubes in another suitcase, that's usually what I have to do. In this case, you know, if I wanted to add these back in, very easy to slip back on. So I think that that's like a nice, fun, unique take on sort of like suitcase organization. And then if you don't want to use them, you don't have to. You can just utilize this bucket's open space like you want to. So a little bit of room to kind of play with it depending on how you prefer to pack. But if you want to utilize the built-in organization, then that's a really great option for you. With this actual like amount of storage, I have 3 pairs of pants, a pair of shorts, and a hoodie. And then on the top, I fit 5 different tops. So that's easily a week's worth of gear plus some, depending on how light you pack. And then this is a really great size where if you wanted to pair it with a personal item, then you have a little bit of additional space and kind of do that carry-on personal item, like 2-bag travel situation. So I think it is a very versatile bag, and I'm impressed with this being their first take on it. So there you have it, the Bellroy Transit Carry-On. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.